Greetings to all Southern Cameroonians. Happy Sunday to all Ambazonians. Today is January 9, and I'm coming today for the second time. Recall, I said that, during this season, we are going to be communicating more and more. We are going to be, coming on every now and then, whenever we have new updates or when some new elements come in that require discussion and some little analysis, I will rush back right here on this platform just so we keep having this exchange and we follow exactly what is happening. Don't ask me why we really have to be so much on what usually said in French, the qui vive. It is because there is so much at stake, and there is so much in the offing during this AFCON. And my people, we have to watch with the eagle's eyes. Very important for us to watch very carefully this way. Of course, you already know the score of the opening match. Cameroon 2, Burkina Faso 1. A very Pyrrhic victory for the Lions of Cameroon, or call them Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, because this is a brand new stadium. Oh, I must confess, beautiful stadium. This is a brand new stadium, and this is the first time La République du Cameroon is hosting the Africa Cup of Nations in 40 years. And so, this is the first time Mr. Paul Biya, who was not even able to go out in 2021 to ensure that they play the final of the Cup of Cameroon, because until this moment, the final of the Cup of Cameroon has not been played. I'm sure you are aware of that, because he couldn't manage the energy to go out there. So this time they had to do everything, to pump Biya with enough kind of sedatives and try as much as possible to ensure he withstands just these 2-3 hours for the opening encounter. And during this encounter, therefore, you expected that the Lions of Cameroon should be able to score the first ever goal on their brand new football stadium. But hell no, it's Burkina Faso that actually scores that first goal. A beautiful combination. Not a woman's goal though. And take note, the reference to woman's goal is not derogatory. That's often how you call a goal that comes in from the penalty spot. And so the opener, the tournament opener, the first ever goal at the Olembe Football Stadium is scored by Burkina Faso. And La République du Cameroon ends up winning the encounter 2-1. 2 goals scored from the penalty spot, and the second penalty is heavily disputed. Its authenticity is still heavily contested as I'm looking right now, as I'm talking to you on the comments that are coming up on various international media outlets. That second penalty is still so heavily contested. But of course, that was on the field of play. But now, away from the pitch itself, on the field of play itself, let's get into the tribunes and see how Mr. Paul Biya felt. But recall that before the start of that match, we're expecting Mr. Paul Biya to review the troops after the national anthem. This is what passed for a review of the troop. For all of us who have been in Cameroon for many years, and for one like me who had been, with the media in that country for 19 years, right up to 2017, Mr. Paul Biya generally reviews the troop in this kind of circumstances soon after the national anthem, walking from end to end. But today, you can see for yourself that as soon as the anthem was over, it was even a quick scramble back into the car. So you could see, you could see for yourself that each bite of energy within him had to be, kept, had to be secured to ensure that he uses it for this purpose. And even in the review that is going on in the car, let's see how it goes. For all the time that this car is going around, that it was a review of the troop, we rather see President Biya waving hysterically, in the crowds and all. Not Mr. Paul Biya stands there in that car as if he doesn't even know what is happening to him right up to this point. I don't know if he actually knows what event is going on this field of play at the Olembe Stadium. All the same, he will go ahead to read a very short speech. We know Mr. Paul Biya for never reading a speech that is less than 15 minutes. But this time, everything had to be kept pretty short, pretty short, because of reasons, that we all know. But all the same, as part of the football feast, So it came to pass that it was President Chantal Viguru Biya that actually reviewed the troops. We could see her waving there so hysterically. She was so excited and things like that. But again, soon after completing that speech by Mr. Paul Biya, something interesting was happening. I'm reading a lot of interesting comments, both from those who have taken time to look through the videos carefully to do a good analysis, and of course, apologists of la République du Cameroun. So Nzuimantu is the first to announce that le fatigué dictateur Paul Biya s'écroule lors de son discours à l'occasion du match d'ouverture de la CAN. Of course, he puts the image of him up there, and then the image down where you can actually see this. But then on social media, there are two short videos. Let's start with the very first one. And you see here,
Pardon collapse.
as you see for yourself here, it's so short that you will not be able to assess what is happening. But you can see people trooping to his seat. You can see that little commotion of people running to the seat where Mr. Paul Biya is supposedly going down to sit. He had just finished making his speech. His very brief speech, and people were still cheering, including Chantal. You don't even know what is happening. You only see people rushing towards her direction, and she turns. That is where she notices exactly what is happening. But again, there is this other image which is sliding longer, and unfortunately it is not well taken. But in this one, you actually see Mr. Paul Biya making to sit down. Look at it again. You see Mr. Paul Biya making to sit down, and you see him going down there in slow motion. And you can see people rushing to his rescue. I'm reading messages here of some people trying to say, "Oh no, the people that the gentleman rushing from the other end was coming to pick up the lantern on which his speech was placed, and he was reading." But when you look again very carefully, you notice that he counts and goes back without taking any lantern, because by the time he counts, others were already struggling to get Mr. Biya back to his seat. And you see how Chantal Biya turns hysterically to pay attention to this. Of course, I've launched a search to see how we get a much detailed image. I just hope that something will not be done so quickly at the level of CRTV that should have these images to disappear them as usual. But these images are really, really revealing. They are quite revealing of what we have known all this while. So not very much surprise, but that is what surrounds the opener. Like I pointed out earlier, a vibrant Paul Biya would have been reviewing the troops after they finished with the anthem, walking from end to end with each one standing at akimbo when he's passing. And of course, the lone president from the southern part of Africa who came to accompany Mr. Biya during this would have been with him to review the troops if Mr. Biya had the stamina required to go, on foot and move gradually, much majestically in review of the troops, but that didn't come to pass. And again, just before that, there was another interesting incident. Look at even this balloon. This is the balloon, the effigy of the trophy of the Africa Cup of Nations. This is interesting, amazing. You see, this thing is supposed to have been made to be standing. Just look at it. Is it that they really couldn't get anything right in this whole stuff of what is happening here? Oh my goodness. Just look at that. Look at the entire struggle to see how to, get it, take the position that it's supposed to, take. It was already supposed to be there. It was supposed to be this way. Complete. It was supposed to be standing. To be there, with all its splendor. But hell no. That is not it. This is interesting. This is amazing. Well, but it's part of the game. It's part of the football fiesta, and I know that a lot is expected from this encounter or from this tournament, I beg your pardon, from this tournament. And so we all have our eyes focused on La République du Cameroun. And of course, we also have our eyes focused on Victoria, that is in Fako County in the southern Cameroons. And so we will be waiting to see how things unfold at that end. But so far, well, I should say that Mr. Paul Biya definitely lived up to the billing. This is exactly what we expected to see of Mr. Paul Biya, and I should say he didn't fail anyone. He didn't fail anyone. We heard about this quite a lot, and today finally we're able to see President Chantal Biya, at work, actually, demonstrating how vibrant a head of state she will be when the time comes. So, my people of the southern Cameroons, this was a very quick and short vibe I wanted us to, share this moment. There's still a lot of debate on social media, as I see, with especially those with 237, indicating that this is just a social media boost, and there was nothing. But I see a lot of those on the from other countries who are still explaining here. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. Yeah. This is a comment from one say, oh, I've looked at it carefully. Cameroon social media is really interesting. But after his speech, he sat down. Or that the guy who ran came to pull the stand on which he read his speech. But of course, I have taken a very cursory look at that video. It doesn't seem to, support this stance. And another say, yeah, I have looked at it very carefully, but you notice that it wouldn't require a commotion. It wouldn't require a commotion to come take away the lantern. And by the way, someone was supposed to be on standby to pick up the lantern. And so when the person that is supposedly coming to pick up the lantern gets there, he rather goes back because others are already supporting the old man to get to his seat. Okay, that's exactly what I'm saying. And I think that since we all have the video out there, it's interesting to, watch and rewatch and be able to make your own judgment. I will not be surprised that the Cameroon government in the next few hours or by tomorrow comes up with a press release to make a statement about this. But all the same, like I said earlier, this is nothing short of what we all expected. And so, let's continue watching. I know we are all very expectant about this tournament. Let's just continue watching. And as we keep watching and watching, we'll see. So, yes. And there is another view that I get here that is just coming in. And this was his writing from the United Arab Emirates. He says, taking away the lantern won't stop, the president's wife from clapping. Of course, it's obvious, and I think that makes me to want to go back to the image, and we will see that Chantal actually, when she turns to see what is happening, she stops clapping, and we see her really yelling. Of course, that's true. Taking away the lantern wouldn't cause Chantal to stop clapping. It wouldn't even cause the gentle commotion, or not gentle, the little commotion that we see around that presidential tribune. But all the same, I just want to end it here by pointing out that this is nothing short of what we expected, and so let's keep watching on. And I'm convinced that there is going to be so much more fun coming from this encounter in the days ahead. Thank you.